If you have seen Godzilla vs. Kong, then you have watched a movie with some epic battle scenes. You saw Hong Kong being totally decimated, you saw battles between Kong and Godzilla, and you saw some other tender moments between Kong and Jia. What you may not have seen are some moments that you missed and Easter eggs visible in the movie. We heard about them and went looking to find out what they were. This is what we found. This is Godzilla vs. Kong's Easter eggs and moments you totally missed from the movie. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you don't miss any of the new videos that we post. Godzilla vs. Kong synopsis. The following review should make you understand what this movie is about. Legends collide as Godzilla and Kong, the two most powerful forces of nature, clash on the big screen in a spectacular battle of the ages. As a squadron embarks on a perilous mission into fantastic uncharted terrain, unearthing clues to the Titans' very origins and mankind's survival, a conspiracy threatens to wipe the creatures, both good and bad, from the face of the earth forever. So that's a description from Warner Bros. As said by Warner Bros., Legendary describes it as follows. Legends collide in Godzilla vs. Kong as these mythic adversaries meet in a spectacular battle for the ages. With the fate of the world hanging in the balance, Kong and his protectors undertake a perilous journey to find his true home, and with them is Jia, a young orphan girl with whom he has formed a unique and powerful bond. But they unexpectedly find themselves in the path of an enraged Godzilla, cutting a swath of destruction across the globe. The epic clash between the two titans, instigated by unseen forces, is only the beginning of the mystery that lies deep within the core of the earth. This is probably the best one from an unknown contributor. With the world still shaken from the battle between Ghidorah and Godzilla, humanity has begun to try and coexist with the titans. But after Godzilla begins his own reign of terror, humanity must call on another legend to stop him. Kong. Not everything is as it seems when Monarch travels to Skull Island, where a mysterious young girl known to communicate with Kong must warn him of the impending danger. As Godzilla rages across nations, destroying everything in his path, the fate of the world rests in the hands of these two legendary titans, as both Kong and Godzilla battle for the right of king, and to stop the real threat that faces them. These plot summaries are good, but the title of the movie gives nothing away about how it ends. You'll have to watch it to find out what I mean. So what are the Easter eggs we're talking about? Here follows a list of Easter eggs we know about. True fans of the MonsterVerse might have gotten them all, or most of them. Nostalgic scenes. It's not just Toho's monster movies that the new film echoes. Several moments in Godzilla vs. Kong appear to reference scenes from the groovy 1976 version of King Kong. For example, the scene of a despondent Kong shackled onto a ship that's transporting him across the ocean to an unfamiliar world is exactly from director John Guillermin's bicentennial monster movie. Likewise, the scene at the beginning of Godzilla vs. Kong where Kong is seen bathing in a waterfall recalls the unforgettable sight of Kong bathing Jessica Lange between a similar waterfall in the 76 film. Kong's battle with the flying snake-like warbats in the new movie also duplicates several specific shots from a similar battle scene in which Kong fought with a giant snake in the 76 movie. Kong in Flight in King Kong Escapes, a 1976 Toho Studios KG classic, an immortal scientist named Doctor who captures Kong from his home on Mondo Island and transports him to the North Pole to mine a radioactive substance called Element X. To get the Big 8 from his place in the South Pacific to the northmost point on planet Earth, Doctor Who does what sounds kind of impossible. He shackles Kong's limbs to a squadron of helicopters and airlifts him 12,800 kilometers, that's 8,000 miles, to the North Pole. That fantastic scene is faithfully recreated in Godzilla vs. Kong. Look for it in the scene where the Monarch team transports Kong to the Hollow Earth launch station in Antarctica using choppers and a massive net. It is the closest this film comes to a direct visual quote from a Toho movie. The Hollow Earth landscape is nothing new. Much of the action in Godzilla vs. Kong takes place in a subterranean world known as Hollow Earth, a cavernous region located deep below the planet's crust that is filled with miraculous sights and deadly monsters. Although clearly inspired by the science fiction novels of Jules Verne and Edgar Rice Burroughs, ancient underground civilizations are not new to the Godzilla franchise. In some ways, Hollow Earth resembles Seatopia, a vast nation hidden beneath the Earth's surface that was introduced in the 1973 film Godzilla vs. Megalon. Both films present secret realms where human-like societies existed in relative harmony with their cave kaiju overlords. The same landscape is used in many other similar types of movies and series, and is almost always used in any movie where people travel to the center of the earth, combining biology and robotics. In the 2002 film Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, the Japanese self-defense forces build a biomechanical version of Mechagodzilla using bones from the original Godzilla skeleton as a sturdy framework. This is extremely similar to the way that Apex Cybernetics constructs their version of Mechagodzilla in Godzilla vs. Kong by using two of King Ghidorah's skulls as an organic hard drive. Apparently, Ghidorah's three necks were so long that its head communicated telepathically with each other. So in the new film, Apex turns the dead kaiju skulls into a living supercomputer. By hardwiring DNA directly from Ghidorah's skulls, Apex is able to create a telepathic link that allows a human pilot to operate Mechagodzilla remotely by will alone, meaning that in both movies, Mechagodzilla contains material from dead monsters. The same vehicle. In Godzilla vs. Kong, the secret of Apex Cybernetics Company unveils a brand new high-tech anti-gravity craft known as HEAV, H-E-A-V, which stands for Hollow Earth Aerial Vehicle. It is a levitating shuttle capable of transporting people and equipment down below the planet's mantle. What makes this craft particularly interesting to Godzilla fans is how incredibly similar it is both visually and functionally to the popular Super X aerial vehicle that was first introduced in the 1984 film The Return of Godzilla. Equipped with a variety of futuristic weapons, the Super X proved so popular with fans that it was replaced by the superior Super X2 in Godzilla vs. Biollante and the Super X3 in Godzilla vs. Destoroyah. The HEAV appears to be a modern update of these classic Godzilla vehicles and is cooler. The iconic chew on this scene. The cheesy 1962 film King Kong vs. Godzilla is famous for its over-the-top monster fight choreography, particularly the memorable moment when Kong rips a tree out of the ground and shoves it down Godzilla's throat like he's plunging a clogged toilet. You can almost hear Kong saying, "Eat this," in your mind. That amusing move is so beloved by fans, it's become the source for a popular online GIF that regularly turns up on Godzilla discussion forums and other places. So it's no surprise that the exact move is replayed once again in Godzilla vs. Kong. This time, however, instead of a tree, Kong shoves the wooden handle of his axe down Godzilla's throat and gives him something to chew on. Very entertaining indeed. Kaiju Mind Sync. In Godzilla vs. Kong, young actor Kaylee Hoddle plays Gia, an orphan of Skull Island who shares a unique bond with Kong. But the film also suggests that she has a psychic connection with Godzilla as well. We see this while transporting Kong across the ocean. She's able to sense Godzilla's underwater approach and rushes to warn the rest of the ship. The psychic link between humans and kaiju has been explored in several other Godzilla movies of the past, particularly in the recurring character of Mika Segusa, played by Megumi Odaka. Segusa was an instructor at an institution for psychic children, and like Gia, was able to telepathically communicate with Godzilla in 6 films from the High Sea era. Gia is also the latest addition to a long line of children in kaiju films who share a special connection with giant monsters. Similar child characters appear in a number of Toho entries, like The Son of Godzilla and All Monsters Attack. Secret information in the credits. Each film in the MonsterVerse saga offers hidden details about the kaiju in their credit sequences, and Godzilla vs. Kong is no exception. By freeze-framing the fast-moving opening titles, attentive viewers can pick up all kinds of information. For example, if you pause the movie at just the right moments, you'll learn that this current version of Godzilla has grown in size from the previous film and now measures 393 feet tall. He apparently weighs 164,000 tons, which is a substantial increase from the 99,000 tons he weighed in the last time he hit the scale. He walks 18 miles per hour and has a blood volume of 530,000 gallons. Kong, meanwhile, stands only 104 feet tall and weighs a measly 158 tons. Kind of out of his weight class, actually. However, he does have advanced recuperative powers and a highly adaptive and resourceful intelligence to make up for his relative lack of size in comparison to Godzilla. Defeating Mechagodzilla. The plotline of Godzilla vs. Kong contains several different direct references from Toho's classic mid-70s double feature of Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla and Terror of Mechagodzilla. In each film, for instance, Godzilla is initially perceived as a destructive threat, but is eventually revealed to be a relatively innocent victim of mistaken identity. Also, during the monster fights in each movie, Godzilla and Mechagodzilla fire their atomic breaths directly at each other at the exact same moment, crossing their streams, so to speak. And the two atomic blast battle for dominance with Mechagodzilla winning each time. Finally, in each film, including the new one, Mechagodzilla is defeated with beheading. In the Toho movies, it is Godzilla who rips his metallic opponent's head off, but in Godzilla vs. Kong, it's Kong who does the honors. If you know any other Easter eggs, then please leave it in the comments down below. Also, go and watch the movie. Even if you're not a fan, it's super entertaining and I know you'll love it. Until next time, I'm out of here. Stay safe and come back for more great videos. Check you later.